105 Live, Radio Vaticana in diretta.
Hello, it's 10:15 here in our studio in Vatican City. I'm Laura Angela Bagneto. I'm sitting next to a man who has crossed one of the world's longest land masses on foot. Before I introduce him, let me give some background to his Herculean effort. According to a report just released here in Italy, there has been a rise in Italian people who donate their vital organs. Unfortunately, there's also been a rise in those needing a transplant. It is a serious concern throughout the world today, which has given rise to a flourishing illegal trade in body parts among the world's poor. If someone gave their life to you, what would you do? That's a question that George Marcello asked himself 5 years ago. He's the founder of Step by Step, an organization that speaks out to promote organ donation. George, a fellow North American from Canada, is in the studio with me right now. Hi, and welcome to Rome. Thanks for coming by.
Hi, thank you for having me here today. Really excited to be here.
I know that you're in Rome visiting with your friends from AUG, the organ donation organization for the region of Lazio. But you were also able to meet another ardent supporter of organ donation, namely Pope John Paul II, who said over a year ago that organ donation is a genuine act of love. How could you talk about how you came to receive this genuine act of love yourself?
Well, 6 years ago I was rushed to the hospital with liver failure. I was on the waiting list for about a year, and I was told in 1992 that I had terminal liver disease, and 6 years ago I was rushed to the hospital with complete liver failure and was told I only had a couple of days left to live. So I knew that day was coming, and I knew the odds were against me in surviving, because in Canada we had this extreme shortage of organs and tissues, and so I pretty well had my funeral arrangements made out, and you know, was just planning my final goodbyes on earth. And the next day an organ became available, and 12 hours after a 12-hour operation I woke up, and I had two very distinctive thoughts when I woke up. And one of them was I was thinking about the family that was grieving that evening, because they just lost their loved ones, but yet they made an incredible decision to donate their loved ones' organs. And because of that, I was able to survive, and 5 other people. So I was just left with an incredible, extreme desire to acknowledge this genuine gift, you know.
And what did you do?
Well, I wanted to get out of the hospital, first of all, as soon as possible.
Sure.
I was a fitness trainer, so I was back in the gym in 3 months.
Wow.
And it didn't come to me right away with how I was going to acknowledge this contribution, but I think after about a year it came to me that I decided to walk across Canada to not only acknowledge to the family what a great contribution that was made, but also to hopefully tell my story to people, so that we would be able to positively affect as many other people about this very important decision. And you know, I think a lot of people just aren't aware of how important it is to think and make this decision. And you know, walking from community to community and telling people my story is having a pretty good effect on them.
Well, this is a 500-day trek to promote organ donation. So you're talking to people on your walk. Do you hand out pamphlets? What do you go to schools? Do you, I mean...
Actually, it's a 769-day walk.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, my gosh. Well, that's
just got lifted.
Really?
Well, what we have is over 600 cities and towns that are organized with police escorts as I'm entering the town and city, and then we have groups and individuals organized to meet us and carry the torch by the police escort into the community. And then we have a press conference scheduled that day, usually at the city hall or some other visible part of that community. And at the press conference we have the mayor and all the other dignitaries, other levels of government attending it. And you know, we have a lot of media coverage, and so what happens is we're in that community for a day or two, and by the time we're leaving that community, we've pretty well reached most of the people in that community about this very important message, and we've inspired them also.
Oh, great.
Because they you know, hear what we're doing and walking across the country and all these people involved in the torch of life, and it leaves an incredible feeling. And while we're in that community, we're also distributing donor cards to people.
Oh, great. Well, I wanted to know, you have this special torch that you've been carrying across the country, across Canada, and that you've actually brought